Hello guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to contour facial features in Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into adding a layer, using brush tool for paint, changing blend modes, and applying a Gaussian blur. So let's get started! So here in our document, I got here an image of this woman without a makeup on her face. And our goal here is to apply a contour on her face. So our first step here is we're going to create two kinds of layers. So the layer for the highlights and the layers for the shadows. So to do that, let's go on the layers panel and let's go here at the bottom and click on this square with a plus sign in the middle to create a new layer. And when you click that, now we already have this first layer. And we're going to rename the first layer as highlights. And then I'm also going to create another layer. So I'm going to click on that once again and then rename this one as shadows. After that, let's start with the highlights. We're going to make use of a brush tool to paint some part of her face that will serve as our foundation or highlights. So to do that, selected on highlights, we're going to the toolbar and select on brush tool or B for the shortcut key, and then hold Alt, and then I'm going to get the sample from the lightest area of her face. So I'm gonna get here because this one seems the lightest area. I'm gonna click on that. Now I already got the sample, and after that, paint on some areas like this. All right. So just imagine that we're just trying to use a real makeup. Okay, but for girls, really knows that. For men, just follow the tips. So I'm going to apply it on the light areas like this. Okay. After that, now let's go to shadows. Selected on the shadows. Now I'm going to get the darkest area of her skin. So for example, I'm gonna get here the sample. All right, and then same thing. I'm going to apply it here. Okay. Now this one looks strange, but yeah, later on you will see the outcome. It's just we're using a real makeup here for the nose, so that the nose will be shaped later on. So as you have noticed here, I'm trying to put those brown or this darker color on the shadows. Alright, and by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my video to other nerds like us. Going back, once we're done, the next step here is we're going to change its blend mode, okay? So for the highlights, I'm going to click on this and then change it to hard light. And then selecting on the shadows, we're gonna do the same thing. Change the blend mode into hard light. Okay, so it gave this look. Now the next step here, we're going to adjust the Gaussian blur for both shadows and highlights. So still, let's start with highlights. Let's go to filter on the menu bar, and then click on blur, and then choose Gaussian blur. All right. Now look at the effect. Now the painting of highlights a while ago was gone. All right, but if I try to adjust the radius here, now you can still see it's there, right? Now we're going to adjust the radius for that it will be blend on the woman's skin, just like a real makeup. Now I'm good with this, and then I'm going to select OK. And after that, also for the shadows, we're gonna do the same pattern. Hold on shadows. Let's go to menu bar, select filter, choose blur, and select on Gaussian blur. All right, now you can see it's gone, right? But yeah, actually it's there. It was just blended on her face. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna set this one to 12.5. This one's better. All right, I'm gonna select OK. All right, and that's it. Now we already applied the contour on this woman's face. Now we're gonna see the before and after. Alright, so this one is the before, and this is the after. And that is how to apply contour for facial features in Photoshop. See you in the next videos.